Everyone, we are live, ready to go for the 2022 graduation ceremony. Right now we are on of our seniors going through the parade route. Currently they are just past the and towards I want to thank our fire and our police officers and everyone involved to make this happen.
We're having reception issues. So check, 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 check. Okay, so you're live online, but just not public here.
Okay. All right, a few technical issues there. Well, our seniors are all packed safely in their vehicles and they're driving around town. If you see the big red van, you're going to see Tristan and Daniel in that vehicle. Lynn and Destiny are in her little gray car. Brian and Thomas are in the big black truck. Tyler, Christian, Joel, and Hayden are in the white Chevy truck. Tatiana's in her tiny little S10 truck. Jenna's in her brown Chevy. And Robert, Skylar, Dabeway, and Brandon are in the Kia. Virgil's in the purple GMC truck. Sorry, blue, not purple. Bruce and Aiden are in the Camry green vehicle. Naomi and Alana are on the CRV blue. And last but not least, we have Lily, Reed, and Bree are in the little green Jeep, traveling around town right now, making their way through. Currently just passing the marina, going right through downtown Baraga as we speak. If you haven't had a chance to get down to see them, now's a great time.
Just hold until the blue light goes out.
Well, I can hear the sirens all over town, escorting our students for their last trip as a high school senior through the town of Baraga. These kids have done a great job. If you don't know who our seniors for the class of 22 are, we have Christian Brown, Dabeway Chosa, Trayson Dunlevy, Hayden Hill, Aiden Holly, Michaela Johnson, Brian Kinnanen, Daniel Lawrenson, Lynn Lawrenson, Jenna Mackey, Joel Mayo Jr., Lily Messer, Bree Miller, Virgil Mongazid, Reed Osterman, Destiny Pessinen, Nicole Raymond, Brendan Schoth, Alana Schofield, Skylar Schumann, Tyler Shelifo, Naomi Smith, Bruce Toby, Thomas Wisenan, Robert Webb Grisham, and last but not least, Tatiana Whiting. This is our class of 2002. All day these kids have been preparing for this moment. They started out with a senior staff breakfast at 8:30 this morning. Our superintendent, Norma Kinless, welcomed us. Our principal, Lori Wisniewski, gave the first remarks of the morning. Then the first class advisors of 2022, they gave their speech, a very touching speech. Both are mothers of children in this class. Then kids watched a slideshow. They had some funny remarks by their class vice president, Daniel Lawrenson, and then once again closing remarks by our very own wonderful principal, Mrs. Lori Wisniewski. This class colors are black, purple, and gold. Their flower is a sunflower. Their song is Graduation by Beanie Blanco. Their motto is Too Legit to Quit. That's a little bit 80s, 90s, if you ask me. And once again, their class advisors, first class ladies, boy, Mrs. Desiree Lawrenson and Mrs. Stephanie Holly. They've done a fantastic job with these kids, not only getting them ready for the graduation ceremony, but taking care of them for the last 6 years in school, making sure that if they needed anything, that they were well taken care of. So I'm hoping these kids, and I'm sure they are, enjoying every last minute of this drive around their town of Baraga as they experience their last few moments as seniors at Baraga High School. All right, well, we're not quite halfway through our parade route. Not sure what street they're on right now, but looks like we have approximately 7 emergency vehicles escorting our seniors through the little town of Baraga. So it looks like they're having a great trip. People are starting to arrive at the Osterman complex. We should have a nice crew here tonight. The high is supposed to be 69 and sunny. So if you're coming on out, make sure you bring your sunglasses. Now, what you may not know about Baraga High School is that all the staff take part in making this graduation ceremony what it is, as well as our administration and all the hard workers at Baraga. All the staff helps out, setting up, tearing down, decorating. Most of the teachers were up here with the students, making sure they were prepared and having everything that they need. Checking the sound, making sure speeches were well prepared. You won't find a better staff than at Baraga High School. It is never ever just a one-man operation here. I'd like to say a big thank you to our maintenance department for making sure all that heavy lifting was done and setting up when things were a little wet yesterday and we were wondering whether we could have this outside. So we'd like to thank Dave Harris and Jamie for helping out. Currently we have photographers taking pictures of guests walking on the track and finding their seat in the bleachers. Looking like we are going to have a great turnout tonight. And the field is covered in gold. And they wanted to keep it that way. All the lovely dandelions that some people might think are weeds, but when the rain cleared up yesterday, they popped up and we left them for decoration. The football field is gold right now, and is it beautiful? So if you've got a chance, come on down to watch it. This will also be live streamed on the NFHS site. If anything were to go wrong with the live feed, it will be posted on there as well. So we are streaming through what is normally kept for just streaming sports. We are streaming this as well. So if you have a NFHS membership, you're more than welcome. I believe you don't even need a membership. You should be able to just view it. I'm seeing a lot of alumni coming in tonight. Some have family graduating, others are just here for the fun and the sun today and just to celebrate these young kids. It is 6:18. Our ceremony will begin at 7 o'clock here at the Osterman Complex. And it is a gorgeous day out today, so come on down. All right, we're back. We are watching the eye in the sky right now, seeing where the students are driving. And it looks like they're on the second half of their trip. Also, just want to make sure everyone knows that we are streaming directly to the Baraga area schools YouTube channel. So you can go right to YouTube, type in Baraga area schools, and this is live streamed right there. We have all the drone feed from Wamhoff Technologies, doing an excellent job working with our sound, our music, and once again all the drone footage today that you'll see. If you happen to look online, you will see spectacular 2022 8-foot high numbers that were done by Vicki Klein. Want to thank Vicki, and as well as Steph Holly, I believe, did those, and I apologize if there's someone else I've forgotten. But they are 8 feet high, 2022, covered in glitter, gold glitter. So everything's looking set. A lot of hard work by the teachers and staff to get this up and running. Well, people are slowly trying to arrive at this point. Well, we're at the field and we can no longer hear the sirens, so they must be far enough out. But if you have a chance to continue to watch this stream or come on down, we will begin at 7 o'clock by honoring the students. That will be done by one of our board members, Miss Sarah Smith. Then we will have the Woodland Singers playing the honor song on the drums today. Our valedictorian for the class of 22 is Aiden Holly. Our salutatorian is Alana Schofield. They will be speaking right after the drummers. And introduction of the guest speaker tonight will be done by our interim superintendent, Mr. Norm McKindles. Our guest speaker is the class's kindergarten teacher, the very first teacher that they had. They asked Lisa to speak today, and that is Mrs. Lisa Wilson. What a great honor for her to speak for the class. She mentioned earlier at breakfast that she is just as nervous today as she was the day they first walked into her class. So I'm looking forward to hearing what Lisa has to say tonight. The junior goodbye will be given by our two juniors, Maya Rogers and Logan DeRochers. Then we'll begin with some of our awards. The Administrator's Award of Merit will be given by our interim superintendent, Mr. Norm McKindles. We'll have an acknowledgement of scholarship recipients and presentation of outstanding seniors and the presentation of the class by Mrs. Lori Wisniewski, our principal. Then we'll have the presentations of diplomas by our board members, Mrs. Sheila Osterman and Mrs. Megan Hadia. Sheila is the proud mother of Reed Osterman. Reed has had a phenomenal year this year, receiving all sorts of honors through basketball. And I bet her mom is just very proud to be handing her diploma on stage. We will definitely miss Reed very much here at Baraga High School. After all that's said and done, we will have the closing remarks by Mrs. Lori Wisniewski. And then, of course, the always fun recessional. We are looking forward to a fun evening of celebration with these kids. We jokingly talk to them about it being the easiest part of life, but we are proud of them for their accomplishments, and we are proud to see how they have grown as young students to young adults. So we're very excited for them tonight. It sounds like everything's going great. Our stands are approximately half full at this point, with lots of other people coming through. So I'm starting to hear the sirens again, so we will take a break and we will get back to you shortly. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 graduation ceremony here at Baraga High School at the Osterman Complex. We can hear the graduates coming. Hopefully this was the only time we are going to hear police cars chasing our kids. And this is well, at least they're leading them, that's for sure. We are very excited about tonight. We are excited tonight. We will have the Woodland Singers playing the honors song after Mrs. Sarah Smith starts the program by honoring our students, our board president. Then we will have our valedictorian, Aiden Holly, speak, and our salutatorian, Alana Schofield. A lot of hard work from those two students to get where they are. Our guest speaker today is our very own Mrs. Lisa Wilson, who was the very first person to have these guys here at Baraga High School, their kindergarten teacher. And this class asked her to speak at their graduation, and that is a tremendous honor for her and a well-deserved honor as well. So I'm looking forward to hear what Lisa has to say about her experience with these kids. So thank you, Lisa, for everything you've done for them, and you enjoy this evening. Our junior goodbye tonight will be by two of our juniors, Miss Maya Rogers and Miss Logan DeRoche. It's always interesting to hear what our juniors have to say. So looking forward to that. After that, we have Mr. Norman Fields. Our interim superintendent will be presenting the Administrator's Award of Merit. And then our own Mrs. Lori Wisniewski will be presenting the Acknowledgement of Scholarship Recipients, presentation of our outstanding seniors, and she will be presenting the class. And our two board members that will help present diplomas tonight will be Mrs. Sheila Osterman and Mrs. Megan Hadia. Well, they are getting very close tonight. Right now, soon to be turning the corner, I imagine. I'd like to congratulate all our seniors, but we would like to acknowledge some special people who have gone above and beyond in their 4 years. Our president is Alana Schofield. Our vice president is Daniel Lawrenson. Our secretary is Robert Webb Grisham. And treasurer was Aiden Holly. Thank you to those 4 students for all they've done for the classes. And here come our students. I'd like to once again thank the village and the county, our fire department, any first responder. I believe we have 6 first responding vehicles escorting our kids on their last trip around Baraga as high school seniors, soon to enter what we call the real world. So we'd like to thank them for volunteering their time. Oh, and a Bay ambulance as well. Thank you guys very much. We also have some other special students that have volunteered their services throughout the years. Our student council members for the senior class. Bree Miller, Lynn Lawrenson, Reed Osterman, Daniel Lawrenson, and Aiden Holly. Thank you for giving of your time and serving your class and your student body. We also have some National Honor Society members in this class. Aiden Holly, Lynn Lawrenson, Jenna Mackey, Destiny Pessinen, and Alana Schofield. Thank you very much for being trustworthy, honest, on time, excellent students, and examples around you. We will allow our first responders to take the first pass as they will be going through. And in our little green car, here they come. I believe in the little green car is Bruce Tovey and Aiden Holly. Then in the white truck, we have Tyler, Christian, Joel, and Hayden are in the white Chevy truck. In the black truck, we have Brian Kinnanen and Thomas Wiseman following in the black truck. And the vehicle I still can't believe they allow on the road is the Big Red. And I believe Trayson Dunlevy and Daniel Lawrenson are in the Big Red. And then I believe Virgil Mongazid is in the purplish blue truck. Yeah, you hear Virgil. Virgil, don't blow the engine. And trying to see here, sorry. I apologize. Oh, we've got Lynn and Destiny Pessinen just drove by. And Lily, wave to your fans there. And Rita Osterman and Bree. And they're going so fast now. They're just Robert, Skyler, Dayboy, and Brandon were in the Kia. And Naomi and Alana just passed. And Tatiana. So I think we got everybody. I apologize if I've missed anybody. Some were just zooming by. I believe the seniors here are going to take one last lap and park over to our left by the balloons. And once again, I'd like to thank all the staff that makes this possible. Many of you don't know, but the teachers and the staff donate all of their time and energy to make this possible. We have a phenomenal staff here at Baraga High School, and I want to thank each and every one of them for making this an exciting day for these students. We had a great breakfast this morning. Mrs. Lori Wisniewski opened up with some special remarks for the seniors. We were able to hear some special words of encouragement from some of the two best advisors there are, Mrs. Desiree Lawrenson and Mrs. Stephanie Holly. And I'm sure it was more than heartfelt. They both have seniors in this class. Desiree has 2 graduating and Stephanie has 1. The students and staff were able to watch the senior slideshow today. It was great to see how they all grew up over the years. They also had special remarks, which we won't talk about, from Daniel Lawrenson. He did a great job talking to his class. And it was closed out by Mrs. Lori Wisniewski. Also, one of the traditions here at Baraga High School are the seniors write thank you letters to their staff. So after senior breakfast, The students handed out one thank you to a staff member that helped them in a special way, and someone who helped them build memories. So that is a very special moment for us as staff. So we are going to miss these students. We give each other grief, they give us grief, we give it back, but it is a very special moment for us to have that breakfast with them. If you haven't looked at your programs, just recognize that their class colors are black, purple, and gold this year. Their flower was the sunflower. Their song is Graduation, which we will hear for the recessional. Their motto is a bit 80s, too legit to quit. And once again, as we've mentioned before, their class advisors are Mrs. Desiree Lawrenson and Mrs. Stephanie Holly. If you haven't noticed the 8-foot numbers in front of you, that glitter and gold, those were done, I believe, by Mrs. Vicki Klein and Mrs. Stephanie Holly, donating all of their time and energy to cut out those numbers. And I don't want to know how long it took to put the glitter on them. While we have a moment, I'd like to personally thank our Board of Education, our President, Mrs. Sarah Smith, our Vice President, Mrs. Joanne Danielson, our Secretary, Mrs. Sheila Osterman, our Treasurer, Mrs. Megan Hadia, Trustee, Mrs. Christy Miron, also a Trustee, Mr. Steve Jaffetson, and Mr. Tony Loonsfoot. So thank you very much to those 7 individuals who donated their time and energy to help our school become the success that it is. We'd also like to thank our administration. If you don't remember, Mr. Norm McKindles, he was our superintendent years ago. I want to say 2005 to 2011, somewhere in there. He is back to help us through a transition time as we are looking for a superintendent. So we'd like to thank Mr. Norm McKindles for stepping in for the remainder of this school year to help us through this time. We'd also like to thank a very special principal, Mrs. Lori Wisniewski. She has done a phenomenal year, or a phenomenal job this year, working with staff and students. If you think students are difficult to work with, wait till you meet the staff. So she does a phenomenal job keeping us all together and unified. So thank you very much, Mrs. Lori Wisniewski. I'd also like to thank our Dean of Students, Mr. Tim Marzak, who helps out Lori on a daily basis, mainly with duties in the elementary end of things. All 3 of those make our life a little easier here at Baraga High School. Looks like the parade got done just a little faster than we thought, so we'll be waiting just a few minutes. Give people a chance to get here since we're supposed to start at 7 o'clock. So if everyone can just be patient, enjoy the sunshine. We haven't seen a lot of this. And then just enjoy your evening. The Baraga staff would also like to give a big congratulations to the parents of our graduates. You are the ones who got them up every morning to get here. You are the ones who had to deal with their happiness at 6 or 7 a.m. So thank you very much. We are a team with you. We appreciate you. We want to work with you to make this the best experience possible here at Baraga Schools. If you have family or friends that are unable to make it tonight, we have been live streaming the entire process of the seniors parade through town, as well as the ceremony itself. You can find this on Baraga Area Schools YouTube page. Just type in Baraga Area Schools and you will see this year's ceremony. So it is being live streamed, but also if you want to re-watch it later for a little entertainment, grab some popcorn, and this will be on for as long as you need it to look back and to reflect. It will also be live network, which is normally used for our sports, but we are also live streaming this on there as well. You do not need a subscription to watch it on the NFHS network. So this would be a free event to view. So if you have any family or friends that are unable to make it tonight, please text them, call them, let them know how they can watch it. So we hope you enjoy tonight's services. We will begin in approximately 5 minutes. Well, this is our largest celebration of the year. We are also having a athletic banquet on June 8th for high school students. So if your child participated in any high school sports this year, tickets for a spaghetti dinner are $1 at the office. Just call Tracy, have your child pick them up. $1 per person, anyone can attend. And we can celebrate their amazing achievements this year as sporting teams. All right, if we can have all our guests find their seat, we'll begin in just 1 minute. So feel free to find your seat to enjoy our ceremony tonight. And once again, on behalf of the Baraga Area School Administration and staff, we thank you for your attendance and enjoy the evening.
Please be seated. First of all, on behalf of everyone here at Baraga Area Schools, we'd like to thank you for coming out this evening on this very special occasion. Without further ado, I would like to introduce the honoring of students by our board president, the president of Baraga Area Schools Board of Education, Ms. Sarah Smith.
Anine Bajou, welcome on behalf of the Baraga Area Schools Board of Education. To my left here, I am pleased to present the Woodland Singers who have come today to do an honor song for our Anishinaabe or Native American students. When I call your name, please stand and remain by your chair while the Woodland Singers honor you. Christian Brown, Deboy Chosa, Trayson Dunlovey, Liliana Messer, Alana Schofield, Tyler Shelf, Robert Webb Grissom. The Woodland Singers will now begin. Maja Tada.
Now you will hear from our valedictorian, Aiden Hawley.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start a quote from Mr. Wolfgang Riebe, a Swiss magician, international keynote speaker, and comedian. Everyone is gifted, but some people never open their package. Everyone in this audience has a chance to make a difference on this planet with confidence and determination. Now, I am taking a moment to thank of all of our wonderful staff, teachers, and administration for making the ceremony possible today. I would also like to thank all of mine and my classmates' families, friends, and guardians that decided it would be worthwhile to see us be able to move on to our next chapter of our lives. Finally, I would like to thank our firemen, police force, EMTs, doctors, nurses, soldiers, veterans, and other public service workers that keep our community and country protected. Dear Baraga High School class of 2022, you have all worked really hard, for the most part, to achieve this milestone in this process we call life. The amount of effort it put in may or may not have been impacted by COVID, senioritis, or going to bed at 3 a.m. every night. Other recreational activities, like hunting and fishing, were also factors. The same could also be said with the dating scene that occurred. You know what? That's okay. Everyone enjoyed the same things, and that's what high school is all about. This was the time to try and figure out what you'd like to do, and even if you didn't, you will all find your group of people that are in the same boat as you after today, me included. Taking these qualities that are developed through your new job, post-secondary education, or even at home, will make yourself stand out so others like you can become friends. I am proud of every single one of you that is sitting in one of these fancy school chairs in front of me at this moment. You're almost done with Miss Lake, Miss Rankinen, and many others to find as the easiest part of your life. How far we have come as a class is an understatement, except for Brian. Brian has provided some of the most intriguing topics that have ever been brought up in class discussion, like arguing that arson isn't a felony, or questioning whether the country of Spain actually speaks Spanish or not. I love you, Brian, and so does Lily. Please don't ever change who you are. We as a class tormented our teachers until a breaking point, and their resilience showed. Many of the teachers that are involved in our line of fire are out in the stands right now. I hope they understood why we're like that, as middle school and high school can be a rough time, especially if Christian and Trayson decide to be the Bash Brothers for the day. Also, shout out to Mr. J. You are a great teacher and kitchen runner for our sports events. Those cookies are by far the best in the area. Sorry, Grandma Pearl. We lost quite a few people over the years, but we also gained a few. High school was one of the biggest roller coasters that I've ever ridden yet, and I'm sure most of you can agree with that. Now I would like to share a few quotes that should inspire all of you, maybe. Jennifer Aniston, an American actress known for starring in the show Friends, stated, "There are no regrets in life, just lessons. No matter what mistakes that you and I will make in the future, and trust me, there will be a lot, we will learn from them and move on. Don't dwell on what you can't do. Focus on what you can do." Now, Edward Koch, mayor of New York City from 1978 to 1989, stated, "The fireworks begin today. Each diploma is a lighted match, and each one of you is a fuse. It doesn't matter where you stand in this class. Each and every one of you can achieve great things in life. You just have to put in all your effort and don't give up even when it seems impossible." Speaking of that, here's my final quote from my grandpa, Mr. Vern Miron. This is what he calls his motto for life. Never give up. Nothing is impossible until you make it that way. This simple quote is what pushed me through some of the hardest experiences of my life yet, such as losing friends, teachers, pets, and family throughout the past years. I'd like to pass this quote on to all of you, class of 2022, and even to the people watching the ceremony right now. Please use this as motivation to do great things in life. I believe that every single one of you has the potential to do something great, whether environmentally, financially, emotionally. Great. Okay. Or mentally. Anything is possible. One of the only things that I ask you not to do is mark our high school reunion as the next most important event on your calendars, or accept Virgil's offer to see his camera roll at every given point in time. Goodbye, my peers. Probably be a long time before we see each other again, and I only hope the best for you, all of you in life. One last person that I would like to congratulate before I'm done for the night is Mr. Bruce Chovy. I am so proud of what you have accomplished here at Baraga, and you should be as well, man. You've experienced some of the hardest circumstances that any person should ever have to be put through, and you made it with triumph on the horizon. Your mental strength is extremely impressive, and I hope that you make it in far in life with the support of your family and friends. Peace out, class of 2022. With love, Aiden Holly.
All right, our salutatorian, Alana Schofield.
Ani Boujou, Alana and Jewel, Indigenous Cause. Hello, friends. I am Alana Jewel. I would like to dedicate this speech to my mother, the woman who has survived cancer, criticism, and everything in between. She has taught me not to be judgmental. We don't know others' journeys, paths, or what they're healing from. She has taught me to be persistent, resilient, strong, compassionate, and most importantly, to not ever give up on my goals. She's taught me to love everyone just the same. Thank you, Mom. And to the two great male role models I have, Dad and Stepdad Charlie. Thank you both for always trying your best. Finally, I am up here talking to all of you on this beautiful day. I rewrote this speech over and over again, and I've been thinking about it for the past 4 years, thinking of the best way to send us off into the next chapter of our lives. Miss Rankinen told me that sticking to one theme throughout the whole speech was one of the best ways to go. Thinking for about 5 minutes, I decided that learning from your mistakes was the route I wanted to take. Every single one of us had made mistakes. Driving into ditches, getting speeding tickets, almost driving into the lake, or back in January when I rear-ended someone in the school parking lot because my car never wants to do what it's supposed to do, brake. Some of us took their driving test once, others took it many, many times, and some to this day still haven't passed. Mistakes happen all the time. Some of our mistakes were minor, like deciding pre-calc was going to be a breeze senior year, or during homecoming when 13 of us hopped into Daniel's Badusi van and got pulled over by the county sheriff. Ever since freshman year, I've wanted to stand up here and do this, but about a week ago while writing this, I thought, why in the world would I want to do this? Most of us after today won't ever talk to one another again. And whether you believe that's a good or bad thing, it comes down to the fact that most of us grew up together. Whether it was 13 years, 5 years, or just a few, we all still grew together. And even though at times we were really under each other's skin, I'm glad we all made it here today, and I'm really hoping we can all keep that negativity in the past. We have all messed up one way or another, but together we have all done some pretty great things too. The class of 2022 will be remembered for a lot. If it is our dumb mistakes we are remembered for, so be it. Although let's not forget all the athletic, academic, and funny online learning experiences we all remember. Essentially, high school was just a place where we went to learn things the hard way, basic boundaries, and realizing all friendships don't look the same. Our friend groups have shifted and molded us into who we are today. I know we will continue to mess up and figure things out for a while, and our paths after graduation are all going to look different. There is no right or wrong way to live your life, and you shouldn't let anyone ever try to tell you otherwise. Always remember that your mistakes never define who you are. I wish my class the best no matter what you do, and I hope you all achieve the most out of life. Now from me to the rest of y'all, I love you guys and all the stupid decisions you decide to make. Miigwech and Bama P.
Good job. I started the line.
Thank you, Aiden and Alana. Very well said. Tonight we celebrate the graduation of our seniors as a result of their many years of hard work and dedication. Before we continue with this well-deserved celebration, I would like to show special recognition for the following: the good people of Ukraine for all of their undeserved suffering, for the families of the 19 children and 2 teachers tragically lost in senseless shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas, for BAS, Baraga Area Schools students and staff that we lost in recent months, including Mrs. Hetty Kapoor, Mr. Ken Hammerberg, longtime superintendent, and my snowboard buddy, Kevin Maskell. Out of honor and respect, please join me in a moment of silent prayer for all mentioned. Thank you. Prior to the introduction of our speaker, we would like to pay special tribute to our senior class advisors, Desiree Lauritsen and Stephanie Hawley. Where are you? You're somewhere. I see you up there in the crowd. Let's hear it for them. And I know we have, thank you very much, advisors. I know we have members of our Board of Education. I'd like them to stand and be recognized. We have 3 up here. Please stand. And do we have any in the crowd out there? I don't know if we do, but if you're there, stand and be recognized. And let's hear it for our Board of Education. And to the, thank you, to the many teachers and support staff, the great teachers and support staff here at Baraga Schools, I know you're out there, I can see you. You stand up and take a hand from everybody. Let's hear it for our teachers and support staff. Thank you. As well, whenever I've had the honor to introduce the speaker, I always like to take the time, a very brief couple minutes, to acknowledge the retirement of our teaching staff as well as our support staff for all of their dedication and the many years of help that they have given the students sitting before you. First of all, if she's out there, Beth Reynolds, if you're out there, 21 years of service as a classroom aide. Beth, I think you're out there. Let's hear it for Beth. Mrs. Kathy Rataski with 22 years as a special ed teacher. Mrs. Rataski, are you here too? Mr. Jeff Markham with 24 years as a physical education teacher and coach. Mr. Markham, let's hear it for him. Mrs. Christina Vanala with 34 years as elementary teacher. I see you standing up there, yep. And part of the foundation of all of the buildings of this district, Mrs. Sue Wilson, our business manager, has been here 31 years. As you know, our speaker today is Lisa Wilson. She graduated from Baraga Area Schools in 2004. While she began her college career at Michigan State, she transferred to and graduated summa cum laude from Finlandia University with a bachelor's degree in elementary education back in 2009. She was originally known to us as Lisa Harden before marrying her husband Tim. She was hired as a kindergarten teacher at Baraga in 2009 for the students who sit before you. the graduates of 2022 was one of her first classes. Over the years, she's been involved with many educational programs and sporting activities at Baraga, and has served the Baraga Education Association for 2 years. In addition to everything mentioned, she was awarded the Copper Country Education Association's Excellent Teacher Award in 2015 and then again in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our 2022 commencement speaker and one of our own, Lisa Wilson.
Good evening, graduates, family, friends, fellow staff, administration, and board members. First off, thank you for choosing me to address the class on such a special day. I'm honored to have the opportunity to have taught some of you your first lessons here at Baraga Area Schools, and now your last. It's hard to believe that this day has come. Seems like a few short years ago when you were receiving your kindergarten diploma on that Pelkey stage. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the kindergarten teacher here at Baraga Schools. Some of these graduates were in my first kindergarten class. Tonight, I'm feeling and noticing the same emotions as the first time I met them. Here I stand, nervous as can be, out of my comfort zone, just as in the past. Back in September 2009, on the first day of school, I was waiting for all of you to arrive, and I would bet I was more nervous than all of you. I hardly slept a wink that night, and I had butterflies in my stomach. I was fresh out of college and had a dream of being a teacher, a middle school math and science teacher. However, I was hired to teach kindergarten. I didn't know what I was doing, but I took it day by day and listened to advice from others. You all taught me so much. You taught me to love teaching, and that teaching kindergarten was amazing. We had a blast. Being your kindergarten teacher was so rewarding because I was able to watch you grow and learn. You came into kindergarten just learning letters, and you left reading and writing. You all kept me on my toes and made each day exciting with your enthusiasm for learning, love for your teacher, and your hilarious stories. Yeah, you heard it. As the kindergarten teacher, I know it all. I know some of you are squirming up there in the stands as you're wondering, I wonder what they told her. Believe me, they told me all about it. And now, here you sit before me with the same excitement you had in kindergarten. Some of you are super excited that this day has finally come, and some of you are scared and anxious because you're not sure what tomorrow will bring. Tonight, I have one last short and sweet lesson for you. Everything you need to be successful, you learned in kindergarten. Let's take a moment to reflect our old kindergarten rules you learned 13 years ago. Rule 1, follow all teacher directions. You have had many wonderful people guiding you in life, whether in the classroom, on the court, at home, or on the job. Remember to listen and follow directions. You'll always have people giving you directions. Sometimes you'll agree with what they say, and sometimes you'll have to bite your tongue and do it anyway. I know this may be a surprise to some of you, but you don't know everything. So please continue to listen and follow directions from those who do. Rule 2, be an active listener. Remember that in order to be successful in life, you need to listen, take constructive criticism, and make changes to do better. Listening skills are very important for your job, marriage, and parenting, so please don't forget to use them. Make sure you put the phone down and truly listen to those you love. Rule 3, keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself. Please remember, you're always one choice away from changing your life. Choose wisely. Rule 4, always be kind. Our world needs a little more kindness. Remember, you're going to run into people who are just difficult. You will not get along with everyone. However, you must treat them with kindness. You know the saying, if you don't have anything nice to say nothing at all. We never know what someone may be going through, so treat them all with kindness. Rule 5, always do your best work. My old basketball coach taught me, good, better, best. Never let it rest until you're better and your better is best. Remember, there's always room for improvement. And so please promise me that you'll never stop learning and bettering yourself. Do everything with 100% effort. Hard work always pays off. You'll never regret putting forth the extra effort. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's how you learn. Remembering those 5 kindergarten rules and applying them to your present life situations will help you be successful in whatever path you choose. Baraga Area Schools is one of the best. You are incredibly lucky to be a Viking. Don't get caught up in the negative comments, but please look deeper at all that you learned in our wonderful little building. Maybe our school didn't have all the classes available to you as some of the bigger schools do, but our amazing teachers and support staff have prepared you well for the future. You have the knowledge and the skills to do whatever you can think of. Now, you just have to dream big, work hard, and be proud of where you came from. When you're out there chasing your dreams, things will be hard. Nothing in life will come easy. Just keep pushing yourself and take steps in the right direction. Some days, you'll feel like you're not making any progress. But if there's one thing I want you to learn tonight, it's to keep trying. Failure is not an option. Take a moment to look around you. All these people, they're here for you. We're proud of you, and we care about you. Your success is our success. If you get stuck, don't be afraid to ask for help, because there's nothing more than we want to see you succeed. When things are going well, remember to take a moment and celebrate all that you have accomplished and thank those who have helped you along the way. Then get back to work the next day. Never settle for that's good enough. You're better than that, and you deserve nothing but the best. I know some of you are excited, nervous, or even terrified to open the next chapter in your life. Let me remind you, this is exactly how you were feeling on your first day of kindergarten, and you rocked it. Just remember, you have the tools to be successful. Tomorrow starts your next chapter, whether you're joining the military, college, trade schools, or entering the workforce, you are ready. Take a deep breath, be Viking strong, and go out and make us proud. You have the opportunity to create a beautiful life. Last, when you get where you're going and you accomplish all the goals you have set for yourself, remember to look back and help the next person in line. Congratulations, graduates. Go Purple.
Our junior students, Maya Rogers and Logan Jerosher, are going to be doing the junior goodbye.
Hello. Sorry, I had to test it. To the graduating class of 2022, we wish you well in whatever decisions you do or don't take, and wherever those paths take you. When you walk through the halls of Baraga for one last time as an attending student, it will probably hit you that your life is moving on from the past 13 years. More so, an era of time is coming to a close. Look around and cherish the memories you have made with your fellow classmates, as many of whom you will see in 5 days, 5 years, or some not ever again. But let it be known that your class will have forever put its mark on Baraga schools, as your legacy will live on through the underclassmen below you. We will laugh about good times spent with the seniors. For example, when everyone witnessed Christian losing his shoe at midair at a track meet, or Nicole's infamous job at Irene's that had everyone talking about her making pizza, when the seniors competed head-to-head with the juniors for the loudest chant at assemblies, we won. Reed and Lily roaming the halls after class, greeting everyone as they do so. Brian driving every teacher he has encountered insane, but also have them dying laughing at the same time. Virgil leaving his pop cans scattered in a pile by the pole vault mats, never to be picked up with his own hands. Lynn and Destiny finding a spider in AP Biology, causing the entire class to focus on this insect rather than the lesson that day. Tatiana swears she has no part in this scenario. Skylar and Bobby arguing in mythology over food days and each other's culinary skills. Alana, Naomi, and Dayway fording the senior track trio, being great athletes and a fan base for everyone on the team. Aiden's Queen Elizabeth sticker phrase, and Daniel's 7 a.m. playlist that he insists everyone must hear as they arrive into the parking lot. Bruce plays his guitar up and down the hallways with a smile on his face.
Sorry. With all the good times we encountered with the class above us, we want to wish you guys the best of luck and shoot for your dreams that you always have dreamt of. It can be anything. Don't let anyone stop you from doing something, and always have that good mindset and stick to your goals, although it's okay to change them if needed. The class of 2023 is saying our goodbyes and would like to wish you the best of luck to your new chapter in life. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2022.
When I was here before as superintendent of schools for Baraga, we started a recognition called the Administrators Award of Merit, and that began in 2008. The intention was to recognize graduates of Baraga High School who have had to overcome obstacles and deal with adversity throughout his or her school years. The spirit of this award includes selecting individuals who may have experienced the unexpected challenges and barriers throughout their K through 12 experience. Also for those who have shown perseverance and stamina during their academic career here at Baraga. And in spite of all the doubt, barriers, and difficulties, the selected individuals have excelled above and beyond expectations and have proven that nothing is impossible. This year, we have 3 that are selected for this recognition. First, Skylar Schumann. Come on up, please. Let's hear it for Skylar. The next individual, Virgil Mongazet. Virgil. And last but not least, Mr. Bruce Tovey. Bruce.
I will be acknowledging scholarship recipients. Call your name, please stand and remain standing. And audience, please hold your applause until the end. The American Legion Auxiliary Scholarship, Aiden Holly. The Baraga County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Brendan Schoth. Baraga County Democratic Party Scholarship, Aiden Holly. Brennan Bedner Memorial, Skylar Schumann. John Guay and Jean Guay, Bree Miller. Kinnanen Suttonen Post 7646 Ladies Auxiliary, Brendan Schoth. Positive Peer, Tatiana Whiting and Bruce Tovey. Rice Memorial, Michaela Smith. Village of Baraga, Aiden Holly. Michigan Corrections Organization, Aiden Holly. Elsa Strayer Memorial, Alana Schofield. Lance Warden Electric Company, Aiden Holly. Vermillion Joseph and Patrick Markovich, Daniel Lawrenson. LSSU Academic Honors, Lynn Lawrenson. LSSU Board of Trustees Distinguished, Alana Schofield. Michigan Tech 906 Scholarship, College of Business Impact, MTU Alumni Legacy Award, Presidential Gold and University Student Enrollment Award, Aiden Holly. Wildcat Merit Scholarships, Jenna Mackey, Bree Miller, Destiny Pessanen, and Skylar Schumann. EE Equal Scholarship, Skylar Schumann. Baraga Township Lions, Aiden Holly and Daniel Lawrenson. Baraga County Chamber of Commerce, Reed Osterman. Dr. Ruth Moyer Waring Memorial, the alternate is Michaela Johnson, the recipient is Tatiana Whiting. BCMH Dr. Thomas A. Lonzi Memorial, Aiden Holly. Baraga County Federal Credit Union, Aiden Holly. McKinless Pudula Memorial, Bree Miller. Russell J. Osterman, Aiden Holly. Mr. John R. Selke Memorial, Daniel Lawrenson, and Aiden Holly. Baraga Educational Support Team, Daniel Lawrenson. Sarah Drennan Memorial, Aiden Holly. Louis St. John's, Aiden Holly. Donald Leto Memorial, Alana Schofield. Kenneth Hammerberg Memorial, Daniel Lawrenson, and Aiden Holly. BCCF Elizabeth Moyer Sheldon Award, Bree Miller. And last PH Foundation Educational, Aiden Holly. Congratulations. Another award that we are giving tonight is the Staff Choice Award. You guys can be seated. This is chosen by teachers, and the criteria for voting is based on our school expectations of being smart, kind, and Viking strong. The Outstanding Senior Staff Choice Award goes to 2 students. This year's first recipient is Reed Osterman. This year's second recipient is Virgil Mongazid. As the principal in Baraga, I also get to choose 2 outstanding senior students. There is not a set criteria, but I chose these 2 students this year because they stood out as always being kind and respectful to students and staff members. They both set good examples in the school and have grown to be caring people who make the choice to be kind. They are overall wonderful students, and I am happy to honor them with this award. The first Principal Choice Award for Outstanding Senior this year goes to Destiny Pessinen. The second Principal Choice Award goes to Tyler Shalafo. Interim Superintendent Mr. McKinless and distinguished board members, these 26 students that are here before you tonight have been checked and rechecked and have successfully completed the Michigan Merit Curriculum graduation requirements set before them. Helping to present the diplomas are board members Mrs. Sheila Osterman and Mrs. Megan Hatia, along with Aiden Holly and Alana Schofield.
All right, the best part of the ceremony. Let's start with Mr. Christian Matthew Brown. Okay.
Oh, okay, so I go next.
Yep.
Deboy Marie Chosa.
Trayson Allen Dunleavy.
Hayden Charles Hill. I zoned out.
Michaela Ann Johnson.
Ryan Dean Kinnunen.
Oh, you're shaking the podium. Daniel Alexander Lauritsen.
Lynn Marie Lawrenson.
Jenna Catherine Mackey.
Joel Anthony Mayo Jr.
Liliana Francine Messer.
Bree Luella Miller.
Virgil Mongazid.
Reed Olivia Osterman.
Yes. Destiny Doreen Passinen.
Nicole Jodine Raymond.
Brendan Allen Schultz.
Skylar Ann Schumann.
Tyler James Shalafo.
Naomi Renee Smith.
Bruce Samuel Tovey.
Thomas William Wiseman.
Good job, Thomas. I got this. Robert Joseph McGeezy's Web.
Tatiana Jasmine Whiting.
Alana Jewel Schofield.
Aiden Christopher Holly.
I'm going to have to go buy a ping pong table now. Thank you. At this time, graduating class of 2022, will you please turn your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left? And before I give you my final congratulations, I want to thank Tracy LaPlante for all her help with graduation. Can we give her a round of applause? I'm gonna miss her next year when she goes down to the business office. Students, teachers, parents, family, and friends, it is my honor to present to you the graduating class of 2022. Congratulations.
She was me blubbering. I know, she had me. I was good until I saw you. Right. Then I thought, okay, I can't